Hey guys, here I am back at the desk. We've got the Big D bag, and it's a Big D box today. So, freshly arrived, still a little bit cold from being outside. So, we're going to take a look at what is in our Big D bag for this month, which I guess would be September. Last time was just the initial box. So, it came, in August. Or the beginning of September, I don't know, but we're going to see what's in the Big D bag. Now, I was not super thrilled with all the items in there, and some people mistook that for me thinking, this is going to be a tactical box. I know this is a camping-related box, but it doesn't mean we can't have cool, fun, exciting items. But wow, this one looks like jam-packed full of stuff this month. So, it's heavy. Okay. So let's see what we've got. We've got 6 items in the Big D bag this month. I guess this is what the original D bag looks like. People were saying it normally comes in a bag. So we've got a bag and we've got the box. So that seems, that's interesting. It's like a hat on a hat. All right. I kind of want to open this up to see what's in this. Oh, and this is resealable, by the way, which is nice. So we've got one item in here, and we've got some other stuff now. I think this is going to be fun, cool gear. Okay, so I'm not sure which order to go in. I'll just go straight down the card as we look at everything. First, we've got the Stansport handheld radio flashlight. It's got a retail, an MSRP of $39.99. Now this is something else that you pick up at at Walmart or whatever. I've got a few of these around, and they actually they're pretty useful to have. The MSRP of $39.99, well, I don't know about that because I believe we could find these things for less. But this, we'll check out this comes with some extras in the back. Let's see what they are. It looks like just some wires and everything. So we've got, it's light. It's very light. Some of these are a little heavier. Most of these are usually pretty light. We've got a little carry handle there. And by the way, since I've been asked to do a wider view, that's why we're in such a wide view here. So I hope you guys can see it okay. Obviously, we've got our collapsible antenna. It has an alarm, which I guess is like a screamer, to help you get some help. Let me charge it up a little bit, see if that does anything. Yeah. Okay. Sounds almost like an ELT, but not really. And ELT is an emergency locator transmitter. It's in airplanes, and when they go down, they activate. You can hear it on certain radio frequencies. So what else we have? We have a light, which obviously right now is off. You can see it getting brighter as I crank, though. And it's not bad. It's not a great light. I mean, you can see it here, though. I've got all the lights on, and you can still see the little bit of spotlight that it makes. It's, it's not made to be a huge multi-lumen light, but it'll get you through an emergency, I guess. Reset and scan. So it's, I guess, yeah, you can scan for different channels because it has an AM, FM band here switch and a radio volume on off. So I guess that's what we do. I'm sorry, FM and weather band. That's the sound of cranking. And then you can hit the scan button to go look for some other channels, although I think it's dead right now. It has headphones, It has a DC out, so I guess that's what this is for. You can charge some USB things with it. It's 5.6 volts. I don't know how much you have to crank though to really charge the battery. And like if you needed to, yeah, you could plug your phone into it and crank away or whatever else. It's better than nothing. So it'd be great if it had. That's funny. That gives it just that little bit of juice to start receiving and everything. It'd be cool if it had a solar panel, just as like one more method, but you know what? I mean, for almost $40, I would expect it to do just a little bit more. Maybe have a tunable radio instead of just this scan button. I'm going to put it in meh, even though I know it's a good item. I'm going to put it in meh, just because I know that we can get one with a solar panel and everything for the same price, if not less. So let's move on to the StanSport Para Multi-Tool. This is the StanSport Para Multi-Tool. This is absolutely something else that you can get at Walmart. Now, what do they say? $23.99. And this is, you know, the MSRP from StanSport.com. I'm sure that we can find this for a little bit less if we just try. So let's try not to cut anything we're not supposed to cut as we get it out of the package. Yeah, that one almost got my hand. Somebody's going to comment, you almost cut your hand, and this time you're absolutely right. I almost did. But wouldn't be the first time, and it won't be the last. So we've got this little axe guy, little hatchet. I guess that's the multi-tool. And it comes with a ferro rod, which is so convenient because I just made a discovery of one of my favorite ferro rods left outside in the rain. These things will not only rust, but they will rot. They will. I'll show you. I'm going to post a picture on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and everything in a little bit of the one that I rescued from outside. I never knew that would happen. I mean, the rust ate right through it. It was crazy. But so we've got this little nylon sheath. I guess we got to take off the protector. It's fairly sharp. And now keep it reasonably tight. Little belt loop there, single belt loop. Slightly padded, not really, although I'm not expecting a whole lot for this. So you can use this as, now yeah, it's hatchet shaped, but the way that this hollow grind and this edge is more knife-like than anything else. I mean, you do have the power to chop, but it's such a fine edge. Hitting something the wrong way or a little too hard will definitely chip this edge. That's why I'm always kind of saying and reminding people, the power of an axe or a hatchet comes from the leverage of the axe or the hatchet, not the sharpness of the blade per se. I mean, it should be a little bit sharp, but this is like incredible. This is very finely done. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not the most ideal situation, you know, when you're chopping, because you don't want to hit something the wrong way and chip your blade. I honestly, guys, no, I do. I thought I had nothing at all to test this blade with. We can do, that's pretty, I mean, the leverage it gives you is very nice. I know now people are going to say, hey, it was too high up, we couldn't see anything. But I'll find a happy medium for you guys. Very clean cuts. Let's see the actual cord cutter / gut hook / whatever you want on the back. Oh. Well, that's not as good as the blade, but I don't know why you'd use that. I mean, I do know why you'd use that as a gut hook, but like to do it on cord rather than just use this nice little edge that chops so nicely and cleanly. This is probably not made out of great steel. I don't know if it says it. You know, it does. The package doesn't even say what kind of steel it's made of. As an emergency tool, you know, it's almost comfortable to use with this paracord wrap, but you've got the paracord. You can see you've got your 7 internal strands, and you know, yeah, you can use these for wrenches or something, but The design of it lets you use the blade, for skinning or some, debarking work. You can notch wood with it, things like that. You actually do get decent control of the blade and the head there, but it's like I said, it's probably, I'm doubting that this is going to hold this really nice edge for very long. You're going to have to do a lot of maintenance on this thing. As for this guy, yeah, it's not a very good edge for sparking at all. I suppose you could use, since we're not going to use it for anything else, could we use it to spark? Yeah, you could use it to spark. Maybe. I got a little tiny spark there. There. I mean, it's not the greatest design for sparking. It's not a straight 90-degree edge, so you could use your gut hook area there a little bit. I don't want to kill it by using it to spark too much, but it's awkwardly, it feels awkward to use, but you can see that it works. It does work. I don't know. Again, $23.99. There should be a $9.99 at the most item based on the steel it's made of. But you might get some use out of it. So I don't know. I'm going to put it in matte also, though. I hate MSRP price because we always know that the MSRP price is always higher than what the thing's actually worth. I would say that, again, in an emergency, I'd use it. I'd carry it. I might put it in a pack or something, or as not a throwaway blade, but like a, I don't care if it gets messed up kind of blade. That could work. Let's look at the folding pack grill. And this is what I think once upon a time BattleBox gave us, that grill that you have to cut into a tree and put it. It was just basically a flat grill. And I mentioned that you can get a folding grill. Here it is. Very simple. Put it on top of any fire you want, and it works. Retail is $19.99. I know I've seen these things for less. I know for a fact. But compare this to one that has no legs, that you have to actually cut a divot into a tree stump or something, or a tree, and then build a fire directly next to the tree. I think that this is not bad. This is something easy to carry and that would actually get use. It's very lightweight. This will hold a good amount of weight in terms of whatever you're putting on there. Not that you're going to put a whole lot, but this will go, and I like it because this is for what BattleBox was saying that little grill slice was worth. This is worth so much more to me. Next, we've got Coughlin's Boda bag. This has an MSRP of $15.99, and you know what? This is made in Spain, not China. This makes me feel like a mountain explorer. So, real leather on the outside. Wow, that's nice. I can feel it's got like a plastic bladder on the inside to keep your stuff nice and fresh. But traditional Spanish wine skin for carrying your favorite beverage. Maybe I should put wine in it. Thick poly lining protects the bag and the taste of your beverage. This is a braided shoulder strap, or so they say. It holds 34 ounces, or 1 liter. And the cap has a little string on it so you don't lose it. And then you can open up here and drink your wine. This is $19.99. Sorry, this is $15.99. For $15.99 for a little liter thing of water. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. I'm willing to try it out. I'm interested in trying it out. I'll put this one in like it. This one has use no matter what you're doing, and you can look like an uber hipster just walking down the street drinking your water out of this instead of a water bottle. So, take it to Portland and you'll be their king, I guess. I don't know. Not bad. Next, now that's the next thing we're going to look at is what actually came in the bag, and I'm not sure why it was in the bag instead of just in the box with everything else. The Coglins, however you want to pronounce it, waterproof fire sticks. These, you know what? These work. $6.99 for the package, and you know you can cut these. You don't need to use the whole stick. Actually, these are great fire starters. You can cut them into smaller bits and put them into different things. This is, again, a simple Walmart item, but it works. So, I mean, it just works. You can just light it, and it goes. I've never tried to light one of these with, you know, a steel and flint or anything like that, or a ferro rod, but any kind of flame sets these things up just about immediately. So, I think this is good. I like these. It's a proven product. And this is the kind of thing that you can put away for an emergency and really get good use out of. You can also, if you crumble it up, actually, I think maybe that's how I'd try it with a ferro rod, to cut a little piece, crush it up, and then spark into it. But $6.99 is actually not a bad price for something like this. This goes, and I like it. And then we've got one more thing in the box. We've got the Gear Aid Niglo gear marker. This is for $5.99. I bought one of these specifically at Walmart once just to try it out. It's not bad. It's not great. It comes with these clips, weird little clip things, so you can put them on. This part right here, I'll just take it out of the bag. Hang on. I'm not going to use these things for anything. So this allows you to put two of them together, so you can put it in there, and then you can put another one on the other end, and you can have two in one. And this, of course, is just a regular clip. Now, if you're going to use this, I recommend you glue this in, because there's nothing holding this in but friction, and the slightest little thing can come along and just move it out. So it's nice that they give them to you, but if you're going to use it seriously, I recommend that you glue that in. Otherwise, you know, you could just use it on the key ring that it comes with. I guess we should demonstrate it, though. Let me turn off some lights real quick. Just a second under the halogen light. And it glows. It's actually, I mean, it's not a bad glow initially. It fades, though, and then it just has that kind of minor little glow. But you can charge it inside. I mean, if it's on your gear and it's in the sun, it'll charge really nicely just sitting there. And again, you do get that initial bright glow, and then just sort of, you know, this for a while. I don't know. I could take it or leave it. I'd rather spend the money on tritium than have one of these things that works most of the way. You know, there are some glow-in-the-dark materials that are really, really good. This is a little powdery substance in there. If you haven't been able to, I don't know if you can tell. It's like a vial of a glow powder, which actually is kind of interesting instead of just a glow stick. I mean, it has its uses. It's not my favorite. I'll put it in meh. And those are all 6 items from this month's D-bag. Now, you know what? Last month, I was a little bit disappointed, just because there were items with good utility, but not the kind of stuff that I could use often. That's not to say that the quality was not good. I did use, I think I told you guys, I put it in text, I used last month the scent remover stuff. Worked really well. I used the waterproofing spray from last month already. It works pretty well. So it's not that there's anything wrong with those things. It's just I like things that I can pick up, carry around, and use, and these are pretty good. Just because they're in meh, one more time, doesn't mean that the quality is bad. Sometimes, I mean, if it does mean I don't like the quality, I'll tell you. Like the steel that this is made of. But it will get you through if you don't have anything else for a while. You know, these are things that I can use right here, right now, whether I'm camping, in the backyard, at the fire pit, for an emergency, whatever. And this is just, I'm actually going to fill this up. And I'm going to test it out and use it. This is kind of a, I don't know, fancy-ish kind of, but it's a, you know, another water storage device is never bad. So there we go. That's the D-bag. I thought maybe, you know, originally I was going to say, there we go, starting off the month, but this is actually mid-month, isn't it? So they charged me on the 15th, and it is now the 21st, and got the stuff 6 days later, and there was a weekend in the middle, so I don't know how you want to rack and stack that, but you know, in terms of timing, not bad. BattleBox actually has done better. BattleBox has done a lot worse too. So, you know, that's what I'm measuring it against. I am looking into picking up a couple more subscriptions. I'm not going to tell you guys what they are right now, but you'll find out as we go. But a lot of people have made a lot of suggestions, and so we'll do some more fun stuff. But now the forum is yours. What did you like in this box? What didn't you like? What have you used? What wouldn't you ever use? What do you guys think? I think Big D Bag gets itself another month. Again, it was, you know, 3 disappointments in a row, and this is, you know, this is a moderately happy box. So, what do you guys think, though? You know, that's what I really care about. What do you think of the stuff that came in the box? How happy would you be if you spent the money on this and got this stuff? And, you know, what do you think of its usefulness and everything? Let me know if you like the higher up camera, or if you'd rather have a closer up view of stuff too. Like, again, I'm always constantly making changes based on the feedback I get, so it matters to me. Tell me. So remember, guys, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.